Hello students. Now, while you're away from school, you may be submitting work in a very different way to what you usually would with your subjects at school. So this video is aimed to help you with Google Drive, Google Docs and submitting your work to your teachers. So now, for example, you may be used to using Word, and that is absolutely fine. There's no problem with that. So your teacher for any of your subjects may have set you some exercises to do during the time that you're off, and you need to submit them to your teacher. Okay, so now you can use Word as normal, that is not a problem. So for example, this might be maths book exercises, and you've got to submit this to your maths teacher. Okay, so now imagine this is a document that's filled up with the answers that you're going to submit. Now, firstly, obviously what you need to do is you need to save it. So you go File, Save As, onto your PC, wherever you're used to saving it. It's not a problem. For now, I'm just going to put it on desktop. And it might, now there will be a set naming convention, obviously, that the school's going to ask you to use. Okay, so imagine this is your maths book exercises, and you might have to put underscore your name. Okay. So my name is Miss and Price. Okay. Right. So I'm going to pop this. So this is actually saved onto my desktop now. Now, obviously, I need to submit this to my teacher. You're not going to email your teacher. You're going to submit this through Google Classrooms. Okay. Now, you need to know how to save this onto the drive and how to submit it. So, what I suggest you do is obviously you've got to make sure you see here, I'm on my personal login. Okay, that's not going to help you. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you're on your school login. Okay, once you're on your school login, you want this to go to on your Google Drive. Now, with your school login, you have a Google Drive. Everybody does. And you've got about 15 gigabytes of storage. So this is my Google Drive. Now, you might want to make a folder. Okay, I'm just going to put this in my demonstration folder that I'm using. Okay, you can see there's already a couple of things in there. And I'm going to go to my desktop. And I'm going to find my maths work. So here it is. And all I've got to do is drag this and drop this onto my Google Drive. Okay, now you will have to submit this as an assignment on your Google Classrooms, okay? So there will be a feature for you to upload that. But just in case there's another way you may need to submit it, you can submit it as a link. Now, if you do submit this as a link, your teacher needs to access it, okay? But do not submit as a link unless you are asked by your teacher. You are going to submit this as an assignment, which is a different way. Okay, and the options will be taken through there. So now what you need to do is you need to right click, get a shareable link, go on to share settings. Now get shareable link again, and make sure this link is anybody can edit at the British School of Gran Canaria. If it's not on edit, your teacher cannot access your work at all. And then it's going to ask for your teacher to send confirmation that you can, that they can access it. And that's confirmation you're never going to get because you don't have access to email. So that's obviously a feature that doesn't work. So anybody can edit, done, and then you can submit it as a link. Now, another way to do this is, like I said, do not submit it as a link unless your teacher specifically asks you, okay? Now, the next thing you can use while you're off, if you don't already use it, is Google Docs. Now, again, please make sure that you're signed in, okay, to your school account. Go here, and you can see you've got Google Docs, which is a version of Word, Google Sheets, which is a version of Excel, and Google Slides, which is another version of PowerPoint. Now, using Google Docs is very, very easy. Now it works just like Word. Okay, so you go onto blank and then you can just use the features as normal. Now, when you title your document here, that is the document name. Okay, so I'm going to call this demonstration. Oops. Demonstration. Okay, now that's actually the file name, so that's gone and saved directly into my Google Drive. So now when I go to my Google Drive, again, make sure you're logged onto your school account. Demonstration is going to be the first document in my Google Drive here. Look, there we go. So it's right here. Now obviously you can change the location you want that to be saved. So if I go into my drive, you can see all my folders here, okay? Like my computer science schemes of work here, electric exercise books, and here's demo. So I might want to save this in demo, so I'm going to move it there. Now that's been moved into my demonstration, okay? Now whatever I type, so this might be, like I said, my history, online work, okay? And this is my history essay, okay, blah, 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 blah. Right, now whatever I do is saving automatically. I don't need to go to file. There is no option really for file and save because it saves automatically on the cloud. So it's all I've got to do now is simply close this, and you can see it's just here. If I go into my demo folder, I can reopen it. Oh, no, that's my maths exercise book, sorry. Let's go back here. I should have went in my demonstration folder, but never mind, there we go. If I open it up here, you can see my work is here. Okay, so it saves automatically on the cloud, and then you can upload that as your assignment to your teacher while you're off of school.